actually, a couple weeks ago, I did Anime South in Destin, Florida, and I didn't announce I was going to be there. It was a last minute kind of thing, so there was nothing on my website, nothing, on the animecons.com or anything like that. So I just show up to this thing. It was this tiny piece of don't So, I'm setting up, I'm putting up the posters, and this girl walks up, she does this. Like she's gonna cut me, right? And I'm like, hello? And she goes, I've seen this one before. I'm like, yeah, on portable.com. And she goes, what? I said, this is my work. And she goes, what? I said, yeah. And she goes, you're on portable.com? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, ah! And runs away. I'm like, what the hell? Okay,
so she thought you were like someone else
stealing the work. She was about to cut me.
That's what happened to me at Ikkicon because they're going to be at my table.
Yeah.
I also do voice acting, so I had to do a bunch of voice acting panels that year. And I was away from my table, my friend John sitting there, and then I managed to get back to my table just in time to sit down and start sketching. And this guy walks up and says, and excuse my language, but this is exactly what he said. You're fucking stealing from zero, you know that? Am I? And for 10 minutes, going back and forth, he wanted to argue with me whether or not I was zero. Which was also because my roommate was there, just kind of giggling to herself. I was like, hold on 1 second, let me call my wife. Hey, honey, you married the wrong dude.
I'm not me.
Well, this girl runs off, and I go back to putting the posters, right? And I turn around about 5 minutes later, and there's this girl with like 5 other girls holding another girl who's like one of those poodles that gets way too excited. And I'm like, hello? And they're like, you're Ami-chan! I'm like, okay, the character's Ami-chan. My name's Amelie. Hello, good to meet you. Like, you're Ami-chan! I'm like, oh God. So, the rest of the weekend, exactly. Change of pants later, right? I'm sitting there drawing the whole weekend going like, because these 2 girls are sitting next to me doing this. And then they start asking.
Actually floating.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh God, oh God. And they start asking the questions like, where do you live?
Oh.
I'm like, Texas. What part of Texas? Austin. Where? And I'll stop telling you that. What kind of car are you driving right now? I just want to cut your brakes a little. I'm like, yeah, you don't get to know this kind of stuff. Like, you want my phone number? Because then you can call me. You can call me anytime you want, and I have your number. We can call each other. I'm like, that's okay, baby. God. So, and when we went to say goodbye, it's like Ikkicon hugs. Everybody goes home from Canada. It was like, okay, can I have a hug? Yes, darling, you can have a hug. Bam! Face right there. And I'm going, and their mother, these children can't be more 14, their mother's standing right there going, and I'm just like, and they're like, thank you, honey. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just like, thank you for being so nice to my girls all weekend long. I'm just like, did I just get made?
Get it off my hands for 3 days.
Exactly. I'm just like, you should be paying me, lady. What?
Yeah, exactly.
So, what? You've never hugged me like that. What? So, Katie had, your wife has. Your wife had. That's another story. So,
It's a fine line to dance though, because you wanna be a nice guy. Maybe I'm the one who wants to be a nice guy. You wanna be nice to everybody, and even the ones who kind of put you off a little bit. Like, okay, I am still a human being. I eat, drink, go to sleep. Sometimes. Don't give my phone number out. Do you give your phone number to strangers? Oh, maybe you do. Okay. You don't want to blow someone off, because you never know who's going to garner a reputation for you. You don't know who knows who.
But you have to watch out for the love knife.
You gotta watch out for the love knife, yeah. So it's weird. You just gotta use your personal your own personal alarm meter. You see when you're in the red, when they're have their hands in your hair behind your table, and you don't know how they got there.
Your hair smells like
I just need a little lock of my. The cake's a lot, just so you know. I need a lock of your hair to finish the altar I had in my classes.
Yeah, right.
I told that to Scott McNeil. I was like, yo, I just need a lock of your hair. And he was like, yeah, that's not even funny.
You heard what happened?
Yeah, I heard what happened.
Okay.
Someone got his hair?
No. Someone they took his autograph and then had it tattooed on their chest.
Like
and
the
decided
picture
to run
and
up
the autograph?
and decided to run up and show him. I mean, what do you say to that?
Thank you.
I think his exact expression was like abject terror. More questions?
Yes.
Do you need more cough drops?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll hold back.
I'm fine. Anybody else with webcomic questions?
Wow, you all showed up just to sit.
Oh, yes, sir.
We like to watch.
When you're finally getting a website of your own to put your webcomic on, are there any providers that you would suggest going with? Because there's a number of web posters that will promise you unlimited bandwidth, but will really kind of
You guys are there.
kick you in the head if you go over. There's some that are.
Okay. In all things online, research. You have to find what works for you. I can't speak on that because when I was shopping around at that time, the people who were producing my album were kind enough to basically say, okay, we're going to save up. So you need to shop around, see what works with your budget, get some comments and quotes from other people who have used that particular service, and take your time with it because you don't want to be locked into a situation. I've had other webcomic friends who had lost entire sites and everything else and couldn't get anything back because they had read fine print here and there. So just take your time to really research it. We really can't say for or against any particular provider because the only thing I usually say to people is, well, there's Drunk Deck, there's Comic Genesis, if you're just looking for a free space for now. After that, it's really up to you.
I've actually been very blessed and I hate to say this, but I've never actually paid for bandwidth hosting. I've just been very lucky. I started off with Keyspace, which is now Comic Genesis, and that's a free web hosting service. It said, we'll pay for everything. You just got to do this. Okay. So then, as I was about to leave Keyspace and go off on my own, KeySpot came to me and said, "Would you like to be a part of KeySpot? We'll pay for your bandwidth and your hosting." Yeah. Okay. So I stayed with them for a number of years, and then, just as I was about to leave KeySpot and go off on my own and start researching, my friend Pierre, who runs Z Stuff, he says, "I'll host you on my private servers. I'll take care of the bandwidth." That's where I am right now. So, I mean, will that happen to you? Not, because I've just been blessed, like amazingly blessed. But from what I understand about buying, from other people, from what people I've been on panels with, people do have to pay for their own. You always want to pay for more than you ever think you're going to need. I mean, just in case you get, I mean, God bless anyone you get, was Wang by Penny Arcade? You get a link from them and they just blow up the server. You have to pay $30,000 for all the hits or something.
My service is free.
Yeah. Help me! I'm drowning in fanboys! So yeah, that's the advice I always give. Always pay for much more than everything you're getting. It's only a yearly charge for it. Well, some are yearly, some are monthly. Again, depends on the service. But yeah, just research.
Question.